We're finally ready to go into the winners finals of the $200 deathmatch tournament, and in the red we've got the Arenas player FengChu, and on the other side his opponent playing Kronos. This is Chessophilus. See what he does. Looks like it's a manor here. Is that for garrisoning in case of harassment? Interesting. Anyway, we're gonna see an Oceanus pick from FengChu, which is very nice for the Murmillo and the Fanatics both. Scare Pendant is gonna get picked up by FengChu. That is fantastic. That is gonna make all the difference. Suddenly, his that's gonna make his fire siphons do 50% more damage against buildings than those of Chessophilus. This is a huge lead already. And then his Murmillo and Fanatic will be better. So as long as he doesn't screw up completely, this is going to be fine. The Cairo Ballista is also a fantastic unit for this matchup. It will be hard to throw that kind of lead. Chessophilus is focusing this TC up with 2 villagers. And he's making his manners in a very funny way, but it works. He's still got a lot of empty population space. So this is actually a good build order. Saving some time on this villager, basically. The Cairo Ballista are gonna do a lot of work here. Already FengChu getting ahead 5-2 kills, and it's gonna go up higher and higher as this game progresses. These Murmillo are doing a great job blocking the path to the Cairo Ballista, and the Hacker Giant is gonna help some more with that, knocking these guys back. One of the palaces has been deconstructed, which is a huge problem, and actually these citizens are glitching, and that palace is not going to be made. Maybe he did manage to find a way to throw his lead after all, and Chessophilus is now shifting towers over. I believe both players have gone Hyperion. Yep, they did. Is Chessophilus still auto-queuing oracles? Oh my god, he's putting a legend. He's got so many oracles. Still 3 oracles left, but they're dying rapidly. Of course, the destroyer is an absolutely worthless unit once the Cairo Ballista are out. And yeah, Chessophilus is going to take a lot of unit losses, but he's got fire siphons, which is something that FengChu does not have. Of course, once they do show up, it's going to be a lot better for him. That is really a lot of Cairo Ballista. It's gonna take most of the pop, but all of the frontline units are gonna melt to that. It's like the only unit he's making. Wow, Chessophilus is losing so many units. The Fire Siphon is firing at the Fire Siphon, and his forward TC is gonna get denied. Okay, Chessophilus is up 3-1 town center. His builder was just significantly better executed. And even though he's losing a lot of units, this should be fine for the most part, as his heroes will be cheaper. He's got also regeneration, so no problem there. Oh, his siege is cheaper, and he's got his Cairo Ballistas off his own now. FengChu is gonna get up to a second TC right before the destroyers arrive, so that's a bit unfortunate for Chessophilus, but he's got enough leads in this game that that's probably a good thing for us viewers. Look at these fire siphons with that relic. It's absolutely insane what they can do now. If FengChu had a good build order like this, relic just breaks the game in some cases, like this one. Chaos is going to be used, but there's no myth unit to convert. Chesso is actually not making villagers from all the town centers. He's only using 1. I'm not sure what the plan with that is. He could just run out of resources like that. Yeah, he's still doing that, and no trade. FengChu is not able to stay above 100 and something pop. Certainly not able to max out. So that's really bad news for him, actually. He's gonna get a trade. we're gonna see some Contarians get mixed in, but they're obviously not that good. Not without the Feya upgrades. Chessophilus has certainly made way too many archers now. It's kind of paying the price. When you got 2 buildings making... Oh my god, he's got 3 buildings making archers. That's gonna be the main unit of his army then. Because nothing else will be allowed to be created, basically. I don't like that FengChu's fire siphons are shooting at units. That's a horrible waste of their DPS. There's absolutely nothing stopping Chessophilus from just getting over here and getting some hits on the TC. The fire siphons are also sniping each other, so yeah. It's the best way to kill fire siphon, just make your own. What's funny is that even though the tracking isn't that high, it is high enough to hit siege weapons even when they move at their top speed. So you can't escape the fire siphon focus fire, you have to pull back, that's the only way out. So it's gonna take down one more palace, and there's one more that's hurt here. I don't see FengChu stopping this at this point. He's nearly out of resources there again, so is Chesso, and there's a bunch of destroyers here. Well, I don't think that's enough. Carnivore is going to be used to soak up some fire, but that's going to die really quickly. And now, lastly, the towers are going to get taken out. Deconstruction has been used on that palace. That's gone now. Fire siphons will be denying the CC. And that's probably it. FengChu is out of resources as he's fought down the TC all this time. And that's just too much. No one can handle that. You don't need trade when you've got several 6k gold mines under your control. So FengChu getting pushed off here is just the end of the line. All that Chesso needs to do is kill these buildings and do a big vortex and GG. The citizens are gonna try to take out the fire siphons. Not gonna happen. In fact, one of them is gonna die. The other one has to garrison as well. And GG is called. Not even gonna get to the vortex stage in this. Nice kill there by FengChu, considering the TC disadvantage, but yeah, the early build just completely snowballed this. Let's go into game 2 of the winners finals, and oh, we've seen this before. Probably will see it again. Chessophilus switching to Zeus. And we got FengChu playing Poseidon now. Where is Rich? He's the Smurf. That's it. That's genius. I should have known. All this time, it's been Rich. Oh my god. No one suspected him. Very nice. Okay, we got a very weird, very forward SimCity by FengChu, combined with a wall. Yoshi is doing a safe second town center build. We're gonna see Aphrodite, of course, from our Poseidon player. This is not a complete wall off. This is really dangerous. Needs to finish the wall and get working on that TC. Gonna see Hippospists and Hippicons and Toxotes. Oh, the villagers don't have space for that. Oh, we got the Yoshi Towers! This is so exciting! Oh, you're never gonna raid this with Hatari. Never. Nice. The Minotaur getting a villager kill is huge. Doesn't happen often. Are you kidding me? He's making the same stuff. But Yoshi is going to have the significantly faster TC. He's also found the nose of the Sphinx, which is a fantastic relic. And I think he's going after the other one, which is the Trojan Gate Hinge, which is going to make walls stronger. Both players have gone Hephaestus, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Chessophilus is right on top of this fortress. If he can deny that, that is so big. That way he can just make his Helipolis way earlier. And get the Helipolis lead, which is very useful for the underworld. Actually, it's not going to be that crazy. Because of this fortress. That hoplite is going to get some wax on this TC. Not going to completely reset it, but slowing it down by several hundred hit points is nice. Needed like 2 more hits to completely reset. Maybe Chesso will just move past and get another one going. Although I doubt it. Anyways, we've got some side builds from both players. Ooh, the hoplites have gotten a lot of work done here. They'll be able to go after the fortress, and honestly, FengChu is so out of position. Should be very easy for Chesso to get his third town center up, and then do a big underworld. It's gonna Fina, so it's gonna be more pressure based. There is a ceasefire for FengChu to redeem himself. It's got a lot of bills, so maybe he can get his third town center going somehow. As long as Chesso retreats now, and just gets these hoplites to live to fight another day, that would be huge. Yeah, this TC is done, so that's all good. And I guess these hoplites will buy some time for these towers to finish. Oh no, he's throwing away a lot of units here. That's not good. This is good. This side build is amazing, actually, by Chessophilus. Well done. Is he gonna trade here? I think he wants to trade. And it's also gonna make a fantastic forward base for pushes. Maybe a temple would be nice to add. It's a lot of villager kills. So far, FengChu is actually ahead in that, and he's gonna get a lot ahead in that right now. Why is he using lore? Really? Why does no one use that? Like, get the hunt nearby, and then use lore. You don't need to farm immediately, it's actually better to hunt. Like, look at these, okay, let's take a look. Gather rates of the Aphrodite villager. This is greater than that. Therefore, you should hunt and use lore. Underworld passage is on. TC has completed though, just before. But there's 4 Colossus here, so that's gonna be really rough to take on. A lot of villagers will be killed here as well, if Chessophilus micros this. And he can move on to the main base, where he can make the Colossus do more work. I just shift them right now. They don't need to be here. That wasn't... Wow. And now he's got 3 town centers, whereas FengChu is gonna be stuck on 2. Unfortunately, his rally didn't work out. Uh-oh. It might be even worth going back at this point, but definitely shouldn't fight the army with Colossus. I'm sure these Colossus will be better serving Chessophilus taking down the main TC, which they certainly can do. Okay, more units coming in, but again, there's a miss rally, and the Underworld has a rally point, I think. but it doesn't look like the buildings have a rally point to the underworld. Now, resource-wise, Chessophilus is running a bit lower, but he's gonna have the bigger economy. He's got 16 on gold right now, which is very, very nice to see. Ceasefire TC grab is being attempted here. 9 villagers and more coming in. Okay, that's a definite TC grab. That is fine. But Chessophilus has a huge army here. So I think this TC just goes down one more time. And Yoshi can actually right-click on his gold mine, heal up these Colossus to nearly full health, actually. And he can start walling the entire map if he so desires. That's a very, very nice ceasefire to regain his foothold. And he's gonna wall in the underworld, or at least attempt to. Crispy gold mine. Mmm. Nom 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 nom. But Larfin is gonna draw a lot of fire here, which is nice. Nothing else is being shot at in the meantime. Should probably try to save it. Hell yeah, draw even more fire. Awesome. And I think he's just gonna pop it back in the underworld. Now, if Chesso brings through a bunch of villagers, he can repair the underworld. Oh my god, he's killing so many vills. Why is FengChu attacking this with villagers? That is never gonna work out. He's just gonna lose the TC one more time. One of the Colossi falls. So does Polyphemus, though. And yeah, Chesso has maintained his advantage yet one more time. And oh, actually, we got Chessophilus walls here. He's blocking off the reinforcements. They have to go around all the way. And I think currently the kill count being so even is really favorable for Chessophilus. His economy is just a lot nicer right now. Ooh, we got a counter attack with some militia. Nice one. That is really good. And we got a fortress side build coming up. So that's cool. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Chesso needs to see that. Not very important, but I'm sure he'll notice it at some point. That is awful. Ooh, what is this? What just happened? How did these get here? Chesso is not repairing, so there's definitely a chance to kill this. If the Hetari help as well, they need to focus the TC though. Oh, actually don't need to, okay. Very nice, very, very nice counter attack. Nobody expected this. However, FengChu is out of resources. Chessophilus is struggling a little bit with farming, because this was his farming base, so he'll need to buy some resources and transfer some units. He'll have to cut his trade, I think, because yeah, there's a fortress in the way. Maybe he has to go home with his siege. I think this attack is over. He needs to pull home and just stick around there for a while. Polyphemus is gonna kill all the Colossus otherwise. Atalanta already gets one. And the melee units are right on top of the Helipolis. Meanwhile, Chesso has figured out his defense here. So that's nice. He's still got a bunch of idols here. And a lot of the donkeys have been stopped. What a messy game. Well, Polyphemus did die before the Colossus did. That's good. And these guys are eating the gold mine. Chesso doesn't have a whole lot of villagers here to build. And yeah, that's just too many defenses to attack with. Alright, Chessophilus has finally been beaten back. FengChu has stabilized his economy. He's still not got a nice market though. He's actually not got any trade, I think. He's got one caravan. So he's gonna start working on that soon, I guess. A lot of the idols have come through finally. Chesso will need to get rid of this fortress though. That's probably the most annoying thing right now that's happening to him. This is not as much of a threat as the The towers are just killing all units coming in, and Bellerophon will take care of the rest. TC has been built back up by Chessophilus now, and he's going to be able to farm again. Just archers? That's not going to work. That's for sure. Gonna need a bunch of cavalry units to join this fight. Oh god, no. What happened here? Oh, these guys are long distance mining. That's not good. Underworld is still up, by the way. This is kind of insane. But Chessophilus is very low in resources. He's not got any wood. He's not able to make villagers and hoplites at the same time. So, time to pull back, maybe? Yoshi has still not started walling, which is very uncharacteristic. He always walls a lot. I don't know what's happening. We got a Pegasus. I think these guys have auto queue or something. Yeah. All the heroes dead. So I guess Colossus can do something. Oh, actually there's Atalanta, okay. Theseus doesn't really matter much. Oh, just pick him off pretty easily. Okay, here we got the Helipolis, and if Chesso doesn't refocus his towers, I guess he's gonna lose a few villagers. Okay, he's microing them. Good. Yeah, the villagers are gonna kill the Helipolis easy enough, but he's lost a lot of villagers. Still, 57 have been killed by FengChu so far, 23 only by Chesso. And I guess the current villager count is, in fact, in favor of FengChu somehow. He's got a better economy overall. Which is surprising to see. Both players are kind of shot in terms of eco right now. He's getting some value out of the Colossus by eating the gold mine, but not really healing anything else. It's definitely painful. That's a great wall. That's gonna stop Chester from trading, and he's got a very, very low economy right now. Is he actually gonna lose this game? Even though he's up one town center, I don't think he's got enough in terms of economy, and he keeps having to use his villagers for defense, and Helipolis just keep coming. This is problematic. That's a great move. Thanks for the follow there. And welcome. And here we go. FengChu is back trying to build a TC. He's taken out the last Colossus. There's a bunch of Helipolis, so that will take a second. Might be a good idea to build some towers, as FengChu certainly has the resources for it, actually. But it's gonna eat the gold mine as well. I think that's actually enough to survive against the Helipolis. Maybe... Ah, it's not. The archers also helped. Poseidon greater than Zeus? Question mark? Question mark? Oh my god. Chesso is totally broke. He's finally broken through here with Helepolis. Does he still have his caravans though? I don't see any. Chessophilus has one caravan. One. He's down 3 villagers right now, so I guess it's not too bad anymore. If you can remax, it's fine, but it will take a second. And these villas are being pushed off gold right now. The only safe gold mine in the main base, but actually it's untouched, so that's fine. That's fine. But Chesso needs to figure out his trade better. Maybe put a market here and push these buildings away. If he could reclaim his half of the map and we are gonna enter a longer game, that's gonna be probably the best thing for both players right now. Yeah, Chesso is gaining population slowly. Slowly but surely he's gaining pop. Ooh, we got the Tuxodes attack on the villagers and they have to pull away. Luckily for them, there's plenty of resources back here. Ooh, that's a really bad wood travel distance. Ouch. Oh my god. Chesso's DC is constantly under threat. Now he's maxed out though. Where's his army? Is it just this Tuxodes group? Oh, that's where his pop is. I see. That's a problem. Should probably delete the Pegasus too and bring these back. And then maybe he can push out. It's gonna be pretty even though. I mean, both players have the eco that they need. And this is gonna get taken care of shortly as they'll pop up his idols. Okay, there's no heroes here, so the manticores could do huge damage. Oh, that did like nothing. I think they missed. Zero walls, and the Colossus here is breaking a fortress down. Just kind of crazy. The villagers should repair this. It's pretty important to keep that fortress up. There's another here, but every bit of map you lose is bad. Finally going after the buildings of FengChu on the side. There's a lot of militia and cavalry here, so the archers and the villagers are certainly not in a good position to fight that. Is it just me or does FengChu's military look bigger? It is a little bit bigger. Wow, the fortress has been killed. Oh my god. Chesso still doesn't have a trade sorted out, so that's a big problem. 87 villagers were lost so far, or killed by FengChu so far. 25 by Chesso. That Hippolyta is gonna snipe 2 of these manticores pretty easily. Oh no, one of them survived. Chesso has no gold. He's gonna make the small trade work. We got a way bigger trade for FengChu. Let's go just go to the main TC or this one maybe. I went to this one. I'm surprised they're going this way. What's up with that? Going to a different market now as well. Oh man. I guess this is a bigger distance, so fair enough. Oh, the 2 Colossus. That's definitely not gonna be enough. Not with Bellarphin being here. Even the third one isn't gonna help that too much. But of course, taking out the villagers is nice. Towers are still being a nuisance. If somehow FengChu can get rid of that, he opens up the way for his cavalry. Including the Hatari, which could do a lot of work. Once there's no towers, they're kind of okay, actually. Okay, we got the Colossus side build. But these units need to be kicked out of here. Still only a few caravans exist, and that is a lot of villagers on favor. Way too much, probably. He's still making manticores too, not just Colossus, so they're gonna pop the Colossus, block the Colossus from being created, actually. This temple will spawn the Colossus then. FengChu's just playing the better game here. I don't know why Chesso needs 30 people on wood. It's kind of messy, man. Actually, both players have 30. That's insane. Okay, we got a way better caravan transition from FengChu here. 21 to 7. Chesso reached 80 vills. So we're talking similar populations overall. That's a good setup. Oh, how did this happen? Come on, that temple needed one more whack. Or did a new one get made here? Colossus is already on the market. The Hatari might beat it though before it kills both, especially with the militia coming to help from that one. Helipolis is killing the other Helipolis, but there's Colossi coming in. So that could be a problem. Chesso really needs to stop making manticores. It's so ugly. Not helping him whatsoever. But he can't afford Colossus, he's broke. What's happening? Alright, this Colossus will actually get to kill the market, unbelievable. But then this one is here. So it's not a huge issue, and Chesso has lost his town center. Probably is gonna have to call GG as that cuts into his trade. Huge issue right there. He's got this, but doesn't matter. And now here come the militia to raid him. Huh? Good luck with rebuilding this. When you got like 20 pop tied down in manticores. Got a little counter attack, but they're killing the fortress, which is gonna spawn militia. It's gonna buy time for these guys to come home as well. Even with the third Colossus, I don't think this TC is killable. There's a bunch of villagers around which can help with repairing. The block didn't work out though. Oh, he's absolutely not worried about this. He's just keeping Atalanta home. He's gonna start repairing maybe. Maybe not even that. Ooh, Chesso's fortress will fall. That is a big problem. The Helipolis died as well. And Chesso's trade is now absolutely puny. He's taking 18 gold per trip. But he's going up against 64 gold per trip. And that's gonna be GG. FengChu takes game 1. See what happened with the kills in the end. Chesso stayed ahead. But yeah, I mean, 11 gold Colossus. You gotta make Colossus in this late game. So current score is 1-1. Let's go into game 3 of the winners finals, and we're gonna get a repeat of the game 1 matchup. It is gonna be FengChu playing Uranus and Chessophilus playing Kronos again. I guess the mind games didn't go that long of a way, but this matchup generally will favor Chessophilus, who has the better build order and I think strategy overall in this matchup. Even though FengChu picks the better gods, I do think Uranus is better here, but just Chesso plays it better. We got the Black Lotus being picked up here, and Grugnir Odin's Spear is on the other side, so if this Oracle gets across, the Murmillo are gonna actually be really good. That is very forward barracks, but I think he can get away with it. Oh, the Oracle is standing right on top of the palace. Oh my god. Chessophilus finds out about this straight away, and he's already harassing these citizens. More Murmillos will be flooded in as well. And it sounds like we've got a time shift back here. The Promethean offspring provided some line of sight for it. These villagers are getting pretty low. So a bunch of other units focusing them down could hurt a lot. I do think the FengChu will be able to save them, however, by using a good garrison. Oh, it needs to be soon. He's just moving it away. Ballsy, but he gets more regeneration out of this. Meanwhile, Chessophilus' second town center is almost done. He's got his funnily positioned but very efficient houses. In terms of when he builds them, it's extremely efficient. And this time around, he's not messing around. He's getting Cairo Ballista himself, looking for that better kill death efficiency. And since he already has 2 towers here, he's gonna do a great job of slowing down FengChu again. That's all he needs to do, right? This time around, our Uranus player also does not have the advantage of the of that fantastic relic Scarab Pendant, and Fire Siphons actually snipe each other really well, so not gonna get a denial on Chessophilus' forward TC, and Chesso is already on 2, which is really nice here. Oh, we got even more time shifts. Now this is going to provide line of sight, and we could be seeing a palace being made here, as well as somewhere here. Okay, he's already making one manually out there, so he's really shooting for that map control, whereas FengChu is just trying to make a market in the middle of nowhere there, which is a good route, but it's not secured by anything. You need to make some buildings first, I think. And anyway, Atlantean doesn't benefit too much from the early trade. You want to maximize your vortexes and only get trade later on. Play a more gold mining style, I guess. Oh, is this gonna go up? We need to see a shockwave. The Carnivora attempts to block it. Firestaff is gonna get a shot at the last possible moment, and it's gonna deny it. The TC is going down so fast. It's gonna be a complete reset if nothing stops this. Oh my god! That was 99% done. Chessophilus with a huge reset could be taking this game straight away, as he's now on 3 town centers versus 2. He's just gotten this in the last possible second as well. Like, this Fire Siphon was probably gonna get a shot off. Actually no. No, that was safe. That's fine. But that reset is crazy big. Now Chessophilus has been behind in kills again, but he's trading a bunch of units for time. And time can be more valuable than anything. Look at this map control, it's so good. We got Destroyer Heroes already right on top of this palace. And Fanatics will have to respond to this. Now they got Bite of the Sharks, so they have pretty good hack damage over here. And they're gonna take care of the Destroyers really quickly. Another? Did he get another reset? Oh, why are they still... Wait. He's not auto-queuing oracles anymore, right? I think he just had some idols. Yeah, you don't want to auto-queue oracles. Just make like 5, that's enough. Fire Siphons and Destroyers together are tanking a little bit here. I think Chesso is preparing for the Vortex. It's still like half a minute away, but when he does hit it, it will be huge. And he's got the... Okay, he's got more than enough here to threaten this TC. He's even sending a bunch of units across here to reset this first, and then we're gonna be looking at the Vortex, I think. Could be pretty brutal. This Destroyer is also running away from the Fanatic. It's almost got the match speed. Yeah, he's gotten the full reset, and now he's using Vortex to kill this TC. There's no stopping this. Absolutely no chance. Even if FengChu did Vortex back. All of this is already here. There's no chance to stop this. It's just how it is. You gotta react absolutely immediately and then snipe the Fire Siphons while repairing. And maybe one of the villagers should help to kill the Siphons. But this TC is just gonna die. That's Vortex is not gonna help at all. Should probably go to look for counter-attack damage, but it's not gonna happen. This is gonna get denied once more. And Chessophilus is probably gonna take this game in an extremely dominant way. Even his villager count is significantly higher, of course, as he's had all this population to afford that with. And now he's building forward, probably going to take out a bunch of the buildings. He has the opportunity to look at the at walling off or towering up the trade. Getting the towers and the carnivora, just making his job a little bit easier. Oh, he's turned around with the destroyers. That is brutal. These units have a lot of trouble catching up with them, and one more tower is gonna fall. The destroyers are gonna focus down the TC. That's another reset here. They're just looking for a good position to Vortex into, I think. More Siphons. They'll keep stopping this DC forever. As long as Chesso doesn't mess up his mind. Oh my god, he's gotten another denial? That is just such good play. Atlantean is just one of those gods that you can play pretty much perfectly if you're at the highest levels. There's very few things that Chesso could have done better here. You can always improve on micro because it's hard to make sure that every unit targets the correct one, but on a strategic and tactical level, Chesso has done everything he needed to do. And Volt has completely fallen apart here. Or FengChu rather, that's what he likes to be called, I guess. We got another Vortex to completely deny this. We got a defensive Vortex to react to it, but whoever Vortexes first will have more units there. So it should be slightly advantaged for Chessophilus, but the towers are a big factor too. I think his army will be beaten back eventually, but I mean the cost is so high, and FengChu is running low on all the resources. His trade is maybe even helping him now, so Chesso's got to do something about that, but coming back from this seems nearly impossible. Actually, Chesso's army wins. I did not expect that. Anyway, this palace is definitely gonna die. There's 4 Siphons that could potentially counterattack, so that's an opportunity right there. That FengChu has somehow created for himself. He just needs to get up one of the TCs, not 2 at the same time. I don't think that will ever work out. Yeah, he's just gonna bring in another. Five Siphons are pretty good at sniping one. Okay, villagers and fanatics still helping out. I guess Chessophilus takes down all of those, and FengChu can no longer afford any wood units. He's got a bunch of villagers on wood, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough anymore. He's just going to lose this position, and this is not safe either. Chessophilus is building here with the citizen. Could make a bunch of towers. Could make palaces. This is pretty much over. Time shifts? Maybe some tower time shifts here. That would cut the trade. Probably the last thing that Chesso needs to do to get the resign from FengChu. Still no progress on this DC. He's just forced to use his villagers to replenish his economy, as it's gonna run really low if he loses a fight. Highly reliant right now on getting those resources flowing in, but he's losing every single production building that he has. And the idols certainly aren't helping. So this is probably the end of the line. And GG is called. Again, he's gotten ahead in the kills, but Chesso has killed all the buildings. There's nothing left. And the constant town center denials. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. Well done to Chesso. It's a 2-1 so far. But this is a best of 5. FengChu is on match point, but he can still come back. It should be possible. Then again, Chesso is basically one of the best deathmatch players of all time, so it's going to be difficult. Okay, we got another Poseidon game from FengChu over here. Spawning here in the blue trunks, and in the red we've got Chessophilus playing as Hades. He only needs to do one more win. Can he do it now? FengChu up against the odds, of course. Why does every game have to be mirrors? Good question. It's blind pick even, so the chances are extremely low. Keeps happening though. Are they gonna villager fight? Both are trying to side build and they can see each other. Oh, Chesso. Oh yeah, let's go. Male villager versus female villager. Who wins? This is important, guys. Oh, the male villager wins! What the hell? Is the animation quicker? What happened there? Seriously, what was that? They have the same stats, right? Yeah. Just the speed. But they didn't need to move, so... I guess there was just a slightly earlier attack there. Man, that is unlucky. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? The Manticore isn't even targeted. Oh, dude. No. Don't focus the hero. I thought they hit at the same time. Anyway, getting back to the game, that's a huge set of buildings by FengChu. It should be very powerful to use Pestilence on this. Probably needs to keep the scout safe, away from that fortress. It's not taking a hell of a lot of damage. Aphrodite isn't going to compensate for only 3 villagers building the TC. Of course, Chesso had more on it for a longer time, so he's decided to make another fortress. He's probably gonna do the Colossus. Oh, making 3 fortresses. This is just a fast second town center, big underworld strat. And if he can mix in some Gastrophiles as well, or even just relying on the Hades Toxotes, that could be enough. Anyway, this is gonna be a huge underworld play, and we'll see how that goes. Whether he's gonna target the main TC or the side one, I don't know. You could do both, just put the underworld here and hit both areas at the same time. It's gonna be pretty brutal. I don't think Poseidon has a great way to respond to that, especially if Pestilence is on at the same time. And it looks like Chessophilus will be able to clean up these buildings before any of that, so yeah, hitting a Pestilence here, Underworld here, and attacking both TCs with Siege and Colossus, that would be, I think, the way to win this. Whereas for FengChu, he just needs to go home and clean this up, get a third TC. He's looking like he's moving forward with 10. Hopefully he's not gonna cut through this main army. Oh, if Chesso notices that, these villagers are toast. Oh my god, he's walking right through the archers. Oh my god, no! No, 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 that's a tournament throwing move. Oh my goodness, Chesso is killing so many villagers. He's up to 11 kills. Wow. Yeah, Chesso's gonna be happy with that, especially with this huge underworld he's got planned. Where's his units? Hold on. He's full pop. I guess he just got everything here. Gonna need some line of sight, otherwise he has to use underworld here, which would not be ideal. He's got a lot of idols, to be fair. No huge underworld then? I don't know what he's doing. FengChu is gonna sneakily try to build this TC, I guess. As long as he covers it with his army, I could see it working. Maybe he gets a third town center out of this. Chinese is certainly viable. And I think the only thing stopping Egypt from being viable is Atlantean. It's just too much. What they can do is too much. I think Egypt versus Greek is okay. Nice, the Gastrophiles will take care of the fortress. Where is Underworld? Okay, here we go. Stolen the Plenty, that's a good start. Oh, Ghost build, nice. Oh, Ceasefire, TC steal. It's gonna start working on both of these. I don't think he'll get any of them though. Like, the villagers are just not there in a high enough number. Chesso with 2 plenty walls right now. Oh no, he's focusing everything on one TC, that's bad. He could kill both. I guess he's gonna try to prevent both of these. And then kill a TC. And Pestilence, okay. It's a really big Pestilence, to be fair. And these guys are gonna buy some time. It's unfortunate that he didn't split this though, like that's very overkill. There's no way for any of this to be saved. So it's all a question of, is Chesso gonna move up to the next TC quickly enough? He's microed the Gastrophiles well, so he's prevented the TCs from being made, and he's got his 2 TC eco of his own, which is better currently than what FengChu has. especially with both of the plenty mods having been controlled for a long time. Is this gonna be built? Chesso's got nothing on it. I mean, there's a lot of siege here. But they're just killing useless stables. And that's gonna give more and more militia, which is gonna defeat the Telepolis in the end. Pretty much in exchange for some wood. Which is a very good trade. Oh no, Chessophilus keeps attacking the buildings. He needs to kill the town centers, man. Shades are gonna get a denial there. I'm not sure if they'll reach this one. Maybe if the Chessophilus helps. Oh my god, he's attacking this random stable. Yeah, that TC is going up. Too late. Colossus are just fighting random units, getting shredded by the heroes. And I think the underworld will go down now. They have no escape, they have almost no way of getting to the TC. Chessophilus needed to micro this a lot better, just not paying attention to his Colossus. And that might get FengChu back into this game. If he goes up to another town center, this is his game. That was super unfortunate for Chesso. Like, just not paying attention to the Colossus is a huge waste. There was a lot of potential here to end the game, but he overkilled the TC. He lost too much map control, and he didn't keep denying the TCs. I think even this one is going to be grabbed, maybe. Like, these guys have to go through a wall now. And by the time they do, this is done. Especially if FengChu focuses a bit more on it. Which he's not in a rush to do, as 2 versus 2 TC is okay. You know what? Maybe these guys will get there. Yeah, he didn't put enough extra wills on this. But yeah, that still means that he's gonna be at 2 versus 2 TC, which is okay. So I guess these guys could go to get this back one, and that would lengthen the trade. Chesso has a lot of resources left, of course. Hades helps a lot with the shades. Tiny trade. It's gonna be a slight bit bigger soon. I guess the Feedies are attempting to do something, but they have been spotted, so I don't think they go too far. Uh-oh. There's a Hippicon here. Actually, they got 2 shots up before... Oh, very nice split damage, too. Still not a good trade, but it's a trade at least. Not a massacre. 2 villagers have failed, let's try with 3. Bye bye, Colossus. 3 villagers, better than 2. Confirmed. Okay. Okay. We've got the wall coming. It's stoppable, but there's a lot more villagers where that came from. And yeah, Chesso is gonna go up against 3 and 4 town centers very shortly. I think he's screwed. Guys, I think he messed up. Chesso threw the game. I don't see a way back. Like, there's nothing going in this direction. So that's not going to be a denial. This is done within the space of the next 20 seconds. These heroes are blocking the way. Chesso is not gaining any ground here. He's only got 2 Gastrophiles and 1 Petrobolos, 1 Colossus. Heroes are coming to deal with the Colossus. The rest is fine. This wall is not really going to do much. And FengChu now on 4 town centers and 180 population. Just needs a few seconds to reach that population count actually, and it's all good from there. Might be a bit more difficult than I anticipated. He's gonna need a few seconds of farming and 1 set of drop-offs, and after that he'll reach 180. Here come the shades, which is useful. Colossus is flying. Not really gonna do anything though. Ooh, we got the Helipolis in the base. Chesso does notice it, and he's gonna kill them with villagers. I don't think they'll do anything, even if they try to kill a house. I don't think they could. Maybe 1 house, but too late for that. Oh, the Gastrophiles. Ooh, they can reach this TC. That's nice. Then again, archers here could fire back. I don't think it's gonna happen though. That said, FengChu has reached 180 pop, so it's gotta be good enough as an advantage for now. Yeah, this TC gonna go down. Nice. And then he could cut the trade, but then FengChu can just make 1 here. Nice town center kill, so that will help equalize the situation a little bit. But I don't think that still makes up for a 1 town center deficit. 1 is better than 2 here for Chesso, but is that enough to actually come back? FengChu has a nice economy. Oh, the Peltasts. The Peltasts are here. And they have a path into the forest, so they can very easily reach the Gastrophiles. This TC is going to go back up then. Peltasts are just really, really nice against Gastrophiles. The villager is ready to make a market. Nice. Is FengChu gonna pull some villagers to remake this? Looks like yes. That's gonna be really fast with 12 villagers. Peltas versus Perseus. It's got some pretty good damage, but not enough to kill all the Peltast. Okay, that's a bit too many Peltast now. They'll shoot their javelins at donkeys. Back to 4 town centers. Chesso is in so much trouble. Man, FengChu has really gotten his act together for this one. And that's gonna be GG. Series is equalized. And the winner of the next game is gonna go into the losers finals. Now the losers finals is a huge punishment, as you'll have to play 2 best of 7s in a row. So that's gonna be rough. You definitely want to win this. Players are ready. This is gonna be the final game of this best of 5 in the winners finals. And after that, the loser proceeds to the losers finals, where they have to play a best of 7. Our matchup here is FengChu playing Hades and Chessophilus playing Kronos. Yeah! Not a mirror matchup. We win. The viewers win. Eat it, mirror matchups. So this is going to be interesting. Actually, Hades is probably one of the best gods built for dealing with Atlanteans. There's 3 things that can really deal with Atlanteans. 4 things. 5 things. Okay, starting with China in general is really good at dealing with Atlanteans thanks to the cataphracts. The other thing is Zeus with the hoplite raids early on, dealing a lot of damage, and the underworld following up, but again a lot of damage, just fighting fire with fire, lots of aggression there. And of course Atlanteans counter Atlanteans. Who would have thought? And the last thing is probably Hades with the Gastrophiles. If you can get a lot of Gastrophiles, that is actually very difficult for Atlanteans to reach. And the final thing that you can do is just infinite walls as any Civ pretty much. Atlantean is gonna have trouble dealing with forests of walls. However, having to resort to such things breaks a lot of matchups where it's not gonna help. That you have to lame. Both players have gotten a relic. For FengChu, it's gonna be the Mithril Horseshoes, cavalry speed. Pandora's Box on the other side, Myth unit training time buffs. Still auto-keying oracles. I'm not sure if I like that from Chesso, but his unit composition is looking fine. He's delayed this wall a little bit, and actually he's cancelled the wall. That's really nice. Got a Heka Giant on the side here, and he's got some really nice map control, also creeping forward on the front town center of Chessophilus. Time shifting towers, very nice stuff. We got a side build, which is probably going to feature some Gastrophiles. Would like to see a fortress here. Generally speaking, you need more fortresses against Kronos because of the deconstructs. The fortress is the obvious target, and it's going to cause a lot of working time for your villagers. Yes, what Visanji said is very true as well. You'd rather want to be Fox, who's currently having to wait, rather than the guy who will have to play 2 best of 7s in a row after this best of 5. So Fox is in a slightly better situation than the loser of this. The winner of this is in a better situation. Now a lot of those Gastrophiles have died because they haven't been retreated after the settlement has been sniped and reset. That is going to be a costly loss, and FengChu currently only numerically equalized in terms of kills, but Chessophilus has gotten a lot of wood drained, and that is going to be a problem for FengChu long term, as Hades is very wood hungry with the Gastrophiles, as well as all the buildings he needs to make. Destroyers are attempting to break through this. I don't think he's going to go for that after all. Just going to get a few whacks on that settlement, maybe get a reset with that. It looks like it will be a lot of delay. I don't think it's a full, yeah, not a full reset, needed like 2 more hits. But really good job denying the frontal TC so far. Chesso's also not really started making villagers from both of the settlements. And he's not really making any myth units, so that's a bit of a questionable unit composition. Needs a bunch of towers to stop his Gastrophiles nonsense. Also, Pestilence is going to be available. Oh my god, if Pestilence hits all of this, what does Chesso do? I guess he's trying to get this up now. And he's just kind of repairing through all of this. Just got some hero Arcus now, but I'm not quite sure how he'll deal with all these Gastrophiles, which are just better than his Arcus. More range, higher attack. And it seems like there's more of them. Are there more of them? 25 versus 17, so yes. You could also be looking at a huge underworld. That was a really nice chaos, actually converting Gastrophiles and the Colossus. And in the midst of this tower spam are all these regenerating villagers, so yeah, they're not gonna get pushed off anytime soon. Chessophilus is also on top of the side build, but that doesn't super need to be. And FengChu is running super low on wood. This is the problem we talked about earlier. Wood is going to be a main priority to gather. Probably best to use the market right away and just rally from both TCs to wood, as the Gastrophiles are just incredibly expensive. Okay, that's another denial, so FengChu's gonna be happy with this. But he is paying with a lot of Gastrophiles right now. It's making satyrs, interesting. Anyway, Chessophilus is gonna get his third town center, which is basically the third of FengChu. It would have been, it should have been, but it's not. And now he's working on his fourth town center. Now that he has a bigger army though, he's got Vortex to threaten with, so as soon as he kills the head of police, and maybe gets on top of the Gastrophiles as well, I think he could be looking to do some counter damage. But the Gastrophiles have taken out that Fire Siphon, which is nice, but here come the Contarius. It might be even sensible to make a bunch of Termite in this case. Oh wow, they're right on top of the Gastrophiles, and they have to run. Who would have thunk that we're gonna see Contarius save the day? If Chesso makes it to 4 TCs, he wins this. Here goes Underworld. Ooh, imagine a Vortex on the main now. Where did this even go? Hello? Wait. Oh. It's very hard to see on Tundra because it's like it's not a blue spot, it's a white spot for some reason. When you make the map big like this, it's gonna be blue, but it's a little bug, I guess. Something to add to the list. Takes out the town center though, so that is a nice thing for FengChu, but now his underworld is under attack by hero destroyers, which are gonna regenerate through this tower fire. Quite really well actually. And the Fire Siphon starts working on the towers. Definitely gonna see a deconstruct on one of these fortresses. And from there, Chessophilus has a straight shot to the TC of FengChu on the side here. Very nice cleanup crew here though. The Gastrophiles have certainly paid for themselves. But is there enough money to sustain this? Good job by Perseus getting the petrification. Why is Chesso not vortexing? He's currently more than happy getting ahead in kills. Look at this. He's taking a few losses, but it's mostly okay. That Colossus conversion is huge, for example. And he's right on top of this TC anyway, so he doesn't need to use the vortex just yet. Better to keep it. Broken through the wall now, so straight shot to the TC. Not sure why he's starting on another wall there. And yeah, the villagers are only gonna get to kill one Fire Siphon. Oh wait, Pestilence hasn't been used? Holy. Yeah, that should have definitely been used. Oh my god, the gold miners are all out here, and that's the only source of gold right now, except for the plenty vault, I guess. Is Chesso gonna vortex this? He's got the population to do it. But he could, of course, just harass it with the one Contarius. As long as it gets the kills, right? It's fine. He's gonna have line of sight with the military barracks anyhow. Oh, more Contarius, of course. Yeah, he can just keep pushing directly. Gold mine is getting lower. It's not gonna last forever. Here come 3 fire siphons. There's a lot of villagers here, so they could potentially defend this. But the town center is already hurt. It's not full HP, and there's 2 hacker giants as well to knock back the villagers. That could go a really long way. Villagers are being killed, no repair. I'm not sure if this is enough. Yeah, it's gonna rely on the palace fire, I guess. Ooh, here come a bunch of murmillos to ravage that gold mine. And there's a lot more fire siphons where those came from. Now he's got 5, I think. Yep. There's 3 colossus somewhere on the map, but Chesso is currently chasing them. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I mean, he can out-repair this with 1 hero murmillo killing them. Bit of inaction. Chesso keeps getting more and more ahead with kills. So he's still happy not vortexing and just slowly working his way through all this. He's got 5 fire siphons now. And yeah, he's just gonna go straight for the TC. Villagers have moved forward? Interesting. Anyway, the TC is that a lot of the fire siphons were dropped, to be fair. So that's gonna hurt. Yeah, Chesso is broke. But he's got income. FengChu does not have income. Anyway, Chesso can easily come back from this if he just pulls back for a second and maxes out again. They can go after the gold mine villagers, and that should be the game. FengChu's got a stable 120 pop, and once this TC finishes, he'll easily make more units. That's not the problem. He's gotta deal with the vortexes though. Do we have a vortex worthy army? Looks like not. It's 2 hacker giants, that's it. It's mostly taken up by Cairo Ballista right now. Are we gonna see a vortex? Would be good, I think. Also, deconstruction is available for this fortress, so I think all the villagers could be killed. But Chesso is not gonna commit yet once more. And actually, FengChu is gonna get a 3rd town center up? What? No way he's gonna allow this. Chesso can't allow that. If FengChu gets a 3rd town center and somehow makes enough economy... Okay, it's not gonna happen. Surely Chesso can't throw this, right? It might be too stressful for him though at this point. If he wins, he has some time to chill though and cool down a bit. Not sure why he's making so many Cantarias. It's so unnecessary. Getting on top of the Vils again. And there we go with the Vortex. Should have been put here, but a lot of them have just died to Hacker Giant slams. And there are a bunch of satyrs, so these guys will have to go around again. Probably will end up here on the gold mine. And caravans are being made now. So will FengChu be able to somehow make it through this terribly difficult phase of the game or not? Trying to get on top of the gold mine again. And Chesso doesn't have a whole lot to show for himself. got enough resources, but his army is really poor. Kantari is looking for a vortex. I don't think it's a good one anyway. It's just a bunch of destroyers that he's got and half that Hacker Giant. More than half that. Could take out the market, but then that would just give FengChu the opportunity to take the TC. What's going on here? Are we gonna see a disconnect? Well, that market is dead. But Chesso definitely is allowing FengChu to get back into this. Not sure why. Market's finally up. I don't understand where Chesso's army is. What's going on? Okay, he's got his stuff there now. These Guitars are definitely not efficient. His army is so small, he's not gonna get anything done. This is really worrying for Chessophilus. Is Volt gonna take the winners finals? Yeah, he's got 31. Is that 31? It's 31 villagers. That's like, what, 93 population and bills? It's kind of crazy. Atlantis doesn't need that much. Look, he's floating a ton of resources. He's not able to make units. Should probably just delete 2 villagers, or maybe even 3. 1 on each resource can be deleted here. And then he has a ton more fire siphons and then can make something happen. Gonna try a vortex here, but the villagers will just run away, taking maybe 4 or 5 casualties. It's okay. FengChu is stabilized, so we're talking Greek late game against Atlantean late game, and Kronos doesn't have much of one. He can do if you shift all the time, if you time shift non-stop. That's one thing that he could use his resource bank for, but it doesn't look like he is trying to. Still 0 walls. Atlantean has the best walls in the game, but none are being made, sadly. I'm not sure what's going on with Chesso today. I don't feel he's playing to his full potential. Why would you make him do that, Legend? It was you, wasn't it? 2 Colossus are not gonna kill the TC, but they're gonna get it close to dead. Well, he's made walls. Now he's lost his market. He's got a tiny trade route still. Wasn't you? Yeah. Here we go. This is what he needed to do ages ago. finally. But I don't think it's gonna work. The Gastrophiles can snipe all of those towers. Deconstruction being used on the front. Still like no fire siphons here. Two fanatics are gonna try some villager raiding, but are gonna get killed by Hippospis, no problem. And yeah, FengChu's just gonna remake it. I mean, you do get a refund from Deconstruct, so it's not like he can't afford it anyway. It's mostly about the build time that gets forced again. It's more valuable early, like you want to use Deconstruct as early as you can, I think. Pair it with some attacks, but Chesso is not attacking, he's allowing FengChu to take over this game. And he is doing that bit by bit. Could easily just take these villagers and fortify this area now. Such a close series. But we've seen a bunch of throws from Chesso here, for sure. FengChu not quite able to maintain his pop. He's made a very funny market there. Could wall this, to be fair. Oh man. Oh, the caravans are going through this? Are you shitting me? Is this how it's gonna... No. Why would you... Oh my god, there's a market here. How many more caravans will die to that? If a few more die, FengChu is out of gold and Yoshi just wins. Oh my god. Is that what's gonna decide this? A misplaced market? Are you serious right now? Chesso is also one of the other markets, so even if this is deleted, they'll go through some hurtful areas. You have to go this way. It's gonna be easy to spot as well. Are there even any left? There's 3 caravans. Pestilence, yes! It's time. And now that Chesso has a few less villagers, he's got a bigger army, but even he is not full pop as Pestilence has nuked all of his auto queue. He's trying to make some more buildings, but all he needs to do is just start up on the other side of the map and do some damage. 2 Gastrophiles are firing at this. Of course, fire siphons could kill him. Okay, maybe not. There's like 5 here. Okay, Gastrophiles pushing once more. I don't think Chesso needs to care too much about the trade right now. There's only 3 caravans anyway. Contarius will help. And yeah, with that many Contarius, this is fine. Where is the gold income? Okay, there's 1 gold mine. And then no more are safe. Chesso is gonna gold control this supremacy style. Man. Well, the Gastrophiles got some work done here. And he can push Chesso back a little bit, but then what? The Contarius will respond. And then he's pretty screwed. Also, the Heka Giant is gonna get on top of this, killing a bunch of the villagers immediately. Oh, actually, they just got very low. But yeah, Perseus should be killed, I think, by the Contarius. Oh, they're not focusing. Okay, so Perseus will take care of 1 more Heka Giant, and the other one died as well. So that's 3 Heka Giants dead within the space of a few seconds. Market is gonna get wrecked, but there's a backup one. More Hacker Giant deaths. Wow. Chesso is really not heading very well, but if he gets a 4th town center one more time, that's it. Like, you don't come back from that anymore. There's a few more caravans now. I don't understand why that vortex is not getting used. There's also a deconstruct, so there were 4 Hacker Giants, I think. I think it was 4. That alone would have been enough with the deconstruct. What Legend said, exactly. Just deconstruct this fortress, 4 Hacker Giants on the main. Boom. Now Gastrophides are gonna try to do something again, but meanwhile Yoshi's going 4 TCs. There's no Gastrophides here to stop that. This is gonna get repaired, and the Contarius will shoot these away for long enough. The villagers are gonna get ruined by the fanatics. A lot of them are very low, and Chess is gonna pop up to 180 pop. He's got a good economy now, so you'll be able to maintain that, and that's probably gonna be game. Save God power till next game. That's what Chesso needed to do all game long. Palace spam in the front. And some towers. Anyway, the villagers are dead. FengChu's income is shot. He's got like a few donkeys left, and then that's it. Colossus is gonna attempt to do some counter damage, but even the fortress fire is gonna be enough. Some Arcus that could be converted to hero. So losing those Gastrophides will be game ending as well. Got military barracks being shifted in here. Why is Chesso in so many places, and oh man, so many idols. The Gastrophides are cleaning up the walls. It's the way. TC is gonna be saved eventually. He's making satyrs now. What? That's exactly what he must feel like. He's grinding it so that he doesn't need to do all that. Imagine double elimination tournaments where they have that setting where you have to defeat the guy in the winner's bracket twice. I'm never gonna do that, by the way. I'm just pointing it out that that's a thing that exists, and some tournaments do that. So, why are we not going for the kill again? Scantarius are nice, but you can't turn them into heroes for bonus damage. I don't understand why it's a direct unit versus unit fight still. He's hoping to completely Gold Starve, I guess, but that's gonna take time. Not to say that I really see FengChu coming back after he loses all these Gastrophides. That's just too many Contarius, to be fair. retreating into tower range is helpful. That was a very nice, quick garrison. Oh god, it's another retreat. The market has been killed. Is there another? There's another. But the other market is getting killed too. There's a fire siphon right on top of it. This DC is getting hurt by Chessophilus, but there's only 4 of them. There's a satyr to help with that, and it's not being microed. Okay. Dude. Okay, a lot of villagers are being killed. And there is the GG. Chessophilus stays in the winner's bracket, and FengChu has to go into the bottom side to do a best of 7 against Fox, the winner of which will do a best of 7 against Chessophilus. So we will give FengChu a few minutes, like 3 minutes maybe, to prepare. Chessophilus with 815 kills to 58 is brutal. It was just a game of this and this. You can see that Chessophilus had very few units for a super long time. That is never good.